they were outstanding in the first period. They put us back on our heels. And then it was a pretty even hockey game after that. The first period I thought we played a little bit tentative, but after we got our feet under us, I think we were really good. And frustrating that we didn't come home with our fourth championship and third in a row, but like I said, that's a good team. If you play like that, you play with that effort and that passion that we did for the last 40 minutes, we're going to win a lot of hockey games the rest of the year. And that's why I told our guys. Our belief was high. We believe in this team, and I think, I said, that's a tough team to play against, and we did a very good job of getting back in the game after a slow first period. But you're, like I said, disappointed that we didn't get to 3 in a row, but you also have to realize that there's a light at the end of the tunnel, that if we continue to play like that, we're going to have a lot of success in our last 13 regular season games. Questions?
Brady, what can you kind of learn from a game like that against an opponent of that caliber?
Yeah, like Schooley just said, that's a really good team. But I think we were right there with them for 40 minutes. So I think looking forward, we can take the positives from that. I think we can play with anyone in the country with that effort. So I think just take away the positives.
You can't, like, we looked at our last 5 games, and we've played some really good opponents in Lake Superior, Mercyhurst beat Wisconsin and beat Penn State and our Penn State, and feel really good about how we've performed the last 5 games. So it's going in the right direction, that's for sure.
What really made the difference at the end of the first period? Did you just tell them to be more aggressive, after what you saw in the first 20?
I thought we were a little tentative. I thought we didn't, we weren't attacking. We were on our heels a little bit, and really we've had slow starts in the last 2 championship games. We were down 2-0 to Quinnipiac and down 3-1 to Lowell, and came back, and we just talked it out, and we told them to stop worrying about the big picture, just let's go out and win a period. And then we wanted to win the third period, and unfortunately we didn't get a chance to, but gosh, we had some good looks. 4 or 5 posts, pucks around the crease, tips, and they capitalized on their power play. Scoring chances by our video guys' calculation were 5-1 after the first period down. They ended up 8-8. Tight checking, not a lot of scoring chances, but when you're down 5-1 after 1 and end up having 7-3 in the third, or in the second and third, pretty good job of bouncing back. So I said disappointed that we didn't get to repeat, but can't be. Sometimes you got to look at the positives and even a loss. I'd rather win playing poorly than lose playing well. But when you do lose playing well, there is some solace that you did play extremely well. Minus the first 20 minutes. If we could go back and have 20 minutes again, I think we'd have played a little bit different.
Coach, what you seen from the special teams tonight? Obviously it worked in their favor, but it seemed like there were a lot of opportunities for these guys on the power play.
I loved our looks. We had some really good looks. I didn't like our last one, but we had some really good looks and some really good chances. We had a crossbar. We had one in front of the net. We had a couple goal mount passes on the last one, actually, with to Matt Graham. We did have some good looks, and sometimes you score on them, sometimes you don't. They capitalized on their power play opportunity. We didn't, but you can't blame them on special teams because they had chances. I mean, their goalie was good. Our goalie was good, and you throw it up in the air.
Brady, France made some big saves in the first period. How much did that kind of energize you guys a little bit?
Yeah, it's huge for us. I think the first period, like Coach was saying, we were a little tentative. So him coming up with big saves obviously got our bench going, and obviously I'm glad he made those saves, but we need to help him out a bit in the first. That was nice.
I mean, we gave up 18 in the first and only 12 the rest of the game. I mean, we outshot them by 3 and 5 in the last 2 periods. It wasn't like they were packed. It wasn't like a 5-0 game where you're just throwing everything at the net. It was a tough hockey game, very good hockey team. Congratulations to Providence. That's a very good hockey team that they've got. We'd like to have the first period back, that's for sure. But you knew that they would come with a fast start, and and we knew we had to be ready, and unfortunately, we weren't as ready as we needed to be in the first period, but